What's up, everyone? Howler here, coach of your Delta Gligars. Today I'm bringing you the Week 7 battle for the UPBA against Gokey Gamer and his Milwaukee Medichams. You can see his team over on the right side of the screen. I honestly am not too familiar with Gokey's playstyle or record. I don't think he's in a playoff spot at the moment. I think he's near the bottom of the standings, but I honestly don't know for sure. And this will be my first time battling him. If you're wondering what happened to the Week 6 battle, we ended up taking a forfeit loss against Q and the Chicago Dragapults. I just had... My energy was directed towards the Delta Tigers League Championship as opposed to the Delta Gligars Draft League battle. The Tigers ended up winning the league championship, which is awesome. I'm still very, very happy about that. But yeah, so like my whole weekend was taken over, consumed by that, so I didn't make time for the battle against Q. So I took a forfeit loss. It kind of evens itself out because we got a forfeit win week 3 and we didn't get forfeit loss week 6. So I don't feel too bad about it. We'll make sure to play the rest of our 4 games, 3 more after this one for the regular season before playoffs. But anyways, let's get into our team now. Thwacky is coming for the first time. That leaves Archeops as the only mon that we have not yet brought, which we will definitely try to do in the last 3 weeks of the regular season. Thwacky is fully physically defensive because, I don't know if you notice, but Lycanroc-Dusk fucks me up really hard. I have never seen a worse Lycanroc-Dusk matchup in my life. All of my fast mons just get destroyed by Accelerock. He just runs basically Accelerock Close Combat and Crunch and just absolutely annihilates everything that I have. So, Thwacky here is the immediate switch in to Lycanroc-Dusk. We take about 30. We take about a third from him if he's like Adamant, Life Orb, Close Combat. We can take those hits. We can get some Grassy Surge recovery. Yes, if he's Life Orb, he'll heal the Life Orb damage off with the Grassy Terrain as well. But at least we'll force him out. We can get a U-turn pivot off. We can get some extra Leech Seed recovery off of something. Especially if he goes into something like a Snorlax too. Snorlax is massive HP. We're going to be restoring a ton of HP from Leech Seed against that thing. We can protect for extra Leech Seed, Grassy Terrain recovery as well. Yeah, and then just have Grassy Glide to deal some decent damage against quite a few members of his team. Like Nidoking doesn't like taking it if we need to pick off a weakened Nidoking, and then it should be doing a lot to Lycanroc-Dusk as well. As equally terrifying Lycanroc-Dusk may be for my team to face, Excadrill is extremely terrifying for his team to face. Excadrill basically outspeeds his entire team, barring the Lycanroc and the Persian. Uxie does naturally outspeed Excadrill, but it's not often going to be running a ton of speed, so I'm not as concerned about that. We have high horsepower and earthquake because we are bringing Grassy Terrain on our side, so we don't want to be if we want to click our ground type move, high horsepower, just so it doesn't get weakened by the terrain. But it's also important to have earthquake because he does have a Drotagon, which could force me to take Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet recoil, and high horsepower being a contact move would force me to take that recoil. If I can afford to click Earthquake against that thing, then I would prefer that, so I don't have to take the recoil. And Aegislash can have King's Shield drop my attack when I make contact with it with high horsepower. So, being able to have both is nice. I don't think I need any other coverage. The only other coverage move I would have considered is X-Scissor for like Lurantis and Uxie. But we can hopefully deal with Lurantis with other members of our team, and Ironhead will still deal enough to that thing, and Earthquake is barely doing less than X-Scissor would be to Uxie. So Choppleberry is for Lycanroc close combat. It's not really helpful unless we have Aurora Veil up. Lycanroc is so freaking strong. If it's Adamant Life Orb, it basically still KOs us every single time through Choppleberry. So that's why if we get Veil up and that's the only thing that he can bring in to KO us, then the Choppleberry should help us live it. Potential win con here is Reuniclus, Max Defense Grassy Seed, similar to what we brought against Sally in week 2. But we are the ones setting terrain this time, and we're going to try Stored Power. In the game against Sally, I had Psychic as my primary attacking move. But we're going to try Stored Power because that's going to be doing, if we get boosted up enough, it's going to be doing a lot to Aegislash. Aegislash attacks us, it'll be in Blade form, so that its defenses will be very low, so Stored Power is still going to be doing a lot. And then Energy Ball, if the grassy terrain is still active, we'll get terrain boosted energy balls off against stuff like Persian. We have to have a different attack besides Psychic to hit the Persian. And it's also really good against the Lycanroc because it's super effective, so there's immediate damage output there. We want Lycanroc off the field as soon as possible because that mon is a terror. It's a terror for our team to take on. Dracovish, Assault Vest. We can use this to switch into a number of his special attackers. I tried to make sure that I could comfortably switch in and not be 2-hit KO'd by timid Life Orb attacks from a Nidoking. I don't think he runs Modest because I've been noticing a lot from a lot of my opponents. They're making sure they bring a lot of speed on certain things to outspeed Dracovish if it's not Scarfed. So I think he's going to bring Timid. If he brings Modest, then I could outspeed him with Jolly Dracovish. So yeah, the most of the calcs that we did against Nidoking were for Timid. Interesting moveset here. We're not running Earthquake because of partly because of the grassy Surge from our Thwackey, but also he has a water immunity in Volcanion. If the Volcanion switches in on Fish's Rend, we go for Stomping Tantrum. Its power is doubled on the following turn. So we're actually doing more damage. We don't have to worry about our terrain working against us, and we can still do decent damage to the Volcanion, especially if it switches in on Fish's Rend. And if he's over predicting, I can freely click Fish's Rend against certain things. I don't have to try to make any predictions on whether he's going into Volcanion or not. And I'm not taking much damage from Volcanion at all because of my Assault Vest as well. Ice Fang, they're pretty much just for Lurantis, and pretty much just for Lurantis, I guess. And then Draco Meteor does, if assuming the Draudigon is like max defensive, Draco Meteor is going to do more to it than Ice Fang, and we don't have to take the recoil. So if it's in KO range for Draco Meteor, like Draco should be doing about like 55 to 60%, I think, to max HP Draudigon. So if it's within that range, then we can try to get rid of it that way. Ninetales, Aurora Veil is pretty good in this matchup. I only have to run enough speed for his Nidoking. And then we can try to invest in a little bit more bulk. There's no reason to run Freeze Dry here because his water type is a Volcanion, so we're not hitting that thing super effectively anyway. So Volcanion is a very nice switch into this Alola Ninetales, but we can use it to set Veil. We can use it to Encore a Snorlax into something like Curse. I think he likes Curse Snorlax, so if this is the way that we have to deal with it, then great. We can Force Switch, get a Toxic on him, get Aurora Veil up. We can Toxic the Volcanion incoming as well, so I think this is a decent piece of the team. And then last but not least, I kind of feel like when in doubt, bring Scrafty for this team. I just love Scrafty on this team specifically because Scrafty doesn't like fairies, but fairies don't really match up well against a lot of the other mons that I have. Like, they hate Excadrill, they hate Salazzle, and my Dragon type is Dracovish, which doesn't really rely on clicking Dragon moves. It's more about, you know, the Fishious Wren easy button, of course. So Fairies are not like, they're not integral in beating most of my primary offensive threats. So if they don't come to the game, then Scrafty's awesome. Like, but we're using this as an eject button pivot, and because I don't really have a great switch into Aegislash. So, you know, and if I can get Excadrill in without taking any damage, like if I can let something else soak up the hit, and then get the eject button off into Excadrill to click attacks, that sounds lovely. So yeah, we're running Shed Skin, so now we've run all 3 abilities that Scrafty gets. I really wanted to run Taunt to shut down a Druddigon and Vikavolt that are both slower than Scrafty from setting hazards. That could come back to bite me, because if I don't get first turn Wake from Shed Skin, then I'm going to be sitting on the field unable to do anything for a turn or 2. But we'll just roll the dice with that. I've run this exact moveset with Sleep Talk. I ran it week 1, so I wanted to try something a little bit different. Yeah, that's going to be our team, and we'll see you right back for the battle against Gokey. Okay, we've pressed the right button. We're recording instead of streaming. We're ready for the battle against Gokey. That was not the last battle, though. That was 2 battles ago where I screwed that up. That was really, really funny. I can't believe I hadn't screwed that up before, though. Why did you not bring Lycanroc? Bro, I prepped so hard for the Lycanroc, and he doesn't even come. Bro, seriously? How do you not bring Lycanroc against my team? I don't understand. Okay, so I did expect Persian to be here. Uxie, Machoke. Definitely did not expect Machoke. So Uxie is a stealth rocker. Persian could be a lead. I like leading. Oh, you didn't bring Aegislash either. What? What is this team? Toxic's pretty free. My Chople Berry on Excadrill is not entirely useless because it can help us take a hit from a choke, but I was bringing it for close combat. Otherwise, I just would have brought Life Orb. I don't know what the heck's going on with this team, but good luck and have fun to Gokey Gamer. How do we? So he probably has Taunt on Persian for Reuniclus. Acuity, that's going to be the Uxie. Lake Acuity, that's where Uxie resides. So I don't feel a need to set Veil immediately. I kind of just want to click Toxic. I assume rocks are going to go up. I have Encore, so I can Encore this thing into Stealth Rocks and force it to take more Toxic damage. Although, I don't know if I want to reveal Encore. Oh, you have Thunder Wave. Okay, you also didn't bring Nidoking? Oh my goodness, where's the offense on this team? It's so bizarre. Okay, leftovers Uxie. I don't think Thunder Wave is the worst thing. I'm not outspeeding. I'm still going to be outspeeding most things, I guess. I assume you have rocks and that you're going to want to set rocks. So let's get some blizzard damage off. Yeah. And then I'll probably go for a toxic on the incoming Volcanion. Okay, I don't care too much about getting paralyzed there. You're still going to take the Hail Chip and the Toxic. So you're going to want to switch out because you don't want Toxic to rack up. You're going to go for Toxic again. Hopefully not get fully parried this turn. A hard switching out, so probably doesn't have U-turn. Oh, actually into the Snorlax. Oh, fucking god. Okay. So I do have, okay, leftovers Snorlax. I want to stay in. I want to stay in and go for Toxic again. And then if it goes for a Curse, I click Encore, because I should still be faster than this, even if I'm parried. I am flirting with danger here with full paras, but it is what it is. I've been full parried many times in a row before. So good to know you're not immunity, and hopefully you don't heavy slam me right now. Brick Break. Okay, I see you. So no, okay, we know you are... I'm not super keen on encoring you into Brick Break. I thought you were gonna go for Curse. So I feel like I should be using... I feel like I should be going into the Thwacky. What do I use my eject button for on I probably pivot Scrafty into Persian, maybe Volcanion. So I can get a good Leech Seed off on something other than Lurantis, but I can U-turn out against Lurantis and into... Okay, now he goes for the Curse. So I would have liked to say, I would have thought he would have gone for Curse, but he's Toxic, so he's not, so he can't, he's not going to be, he can't curse this thing forever, and I'm max defense too, and I'm going to be recovering so much health from Leech Seed, so I think I'm in an okay spot here. I can also protect to stall. Leech Seed does connect, that's really good for us. And fire off a Facade. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. I will admit that is going to hurt. But I can protect this turn, and then decide whether or not I want to stay in. This thing has to have rest, right? Curse, Facade. Well, maybe it doesn't have rest. I'm definitely clicking Protect this turn. Okay, he stays in. Facade, Brick Break, Curse. Do you have rest? And do I want to stay in here is the other question. I don't have a good switch in. If I was Intimidate Scrafty, I would feel better about switching in to yeah, I think I'm okay staying in. What would I go into on a Facade? Reuniclus could take it well. What do I need Scrafty for? It's nice to come in on Lurantis, but Lurantis can... I kind of want to preserve my... I'm gonna U-turn out. I don't know if this is the right play, but I'll U-turn. Oh, good. Fantastic. He switched out. U-turn was the correct play. Oh, and we caught Lurantis as well. Perfect. Perfect. So my damage output into this thing is Ninetales. I want to go into Ninetales and click Blizzard here. I should be faster still. I know I'm going to take rocks, but I will actually... The terrain recovery is nice here because it'll put me above range to where 2 more rock switch-ins won't knock me out. So I'm pretty confident he's going to switch here, but I'm going to click Blizzard anyway. Oh no! Perfect! Perfect! Fine by me! Fine by me! Awesome! Let's go! Just get that out of the way. That is huge because that is really the only really good switch-in he has to Excadrill's attacks. I didn't see what item that was, but I don't think it was Assault Vest. If it was Assault Vest, it would have lived for sure. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hoping you go into... Well, I feel like Volcanion makes a lot of sense. Macho Man, Machoke. Why Machoke? I have no clue what this Machoke's gonna want to do. I kind of want to just bring this in right now. Just click Vicious Rends against this thing. I feel like I should be able to take hits comfortably enough. Ah, Bullet Punch. Okay, really good switch on our part. So I have absolutely no problem clicking Vicious Rend here. If he wants to overpredict. I don't see why he would overpredict, but... Yeah, like, because Stomping Tantrum is going to be doing as much damage to this thing the next turn as it would be if I had gone for it twice. So he's not Air Balloon, so we can safely go for Tantrum this turn. I think we took Hail first, so that means we're faster as well, which is good to know. Sugar Berry, that makes a lot of sense, but this is still going to do some decent damage. Yeah, we're 4 times resisted. Assault Vest Reykjavik does not care, as long as you don't burn me. So you could go into Yuxi here. To eat up a Stomping Tantrum, but then I would just go for Vicious Rend again. And if you switch in Volcanion, your Sugar Berry's burned, I go for Stomping Tantrum again, so I don't really care all that much. I still have Eject button on my Scrafty. Oh, this is a perfect opportunity to bring in Scrafty and then just get Excadrill in for free. I'm just going to do it. Because we know Shook is burned now, so there's no drawback in bringing out Excadrill and clicking Earthquake. Will-O-Wisp! Woo! Okay. I'm very happy I switched out then. And he'll see that we're Shed Skin right off the bat. But he is going to get damage off here against us, which is okay. Now, if he switches out into anything, it would be probably Machoke, so I would want to knock off the Violate. But I would probably just stay in if I were him and attack. We should be able to take hit whatever attack. Okay, switching out. I have no idea what to expect from him, to be honest. Persian is coming in. Totally fine. We will knock off a... this thing... okay, Rocky Helmet. So this thing could have Play Rough. This thing could have Play Rough for sure. I kind of want to switch into Thwacky on this thing, scouting for Play Rough. I don't feel like that switch makes a lot of sense unless you have Play Rough. So we'll set up the train again. Lurantis is gone. We have an absolutely free Elite Seed here. What the heck is this Persian set? Okay. Now this is annoying because he's faster than everything on my team. There's nothing that I can bring in to revenge. Do I want to... I think I just... Do I want a Elite Seed or do I want a U-turn? I kind of want a U-turn. Goes for a knockup of his own. That's fine. Okay, you could still have Play Rough. Terrain's up. I feel safe going into Reuniclus here, as weird as that sounds. Because you can't knock... Because you're not doing jack with knockoff to me. And you don't carry taunt on a workup set. And I can go for a terrain boosted energy ball. Which should be a 2-hit KO. I could also go for Calm Mind. But I kind of just want to get rid of this thing. How many turns of terrain do I have? 3. So if I did Calm Mind, Recover, Energy Ball, I don't think that would kill. It's hard to say. I'm just gonna go for the attack. Alright. These sets are so weird. I don't know what I'm playing against right now. Work up, knock off, parting shot. I'm not totally sure if Yuxi gets taunt, but we've only seen Thunder Wave and Stealth Rock. If this thing has taunt, then so be it. I am just gonna start setting up and see if I can win here. I guess we'll find out if this thing carries taunt. I don't think it gets taunt. I know Azelf gets taunt. I think that's the only one of the 3 spirits that gets taunt. Okay, this is GG, I think. This might just be GG. I'm clicking Calm Mind again. And then, at that point, Stored Power is going to be doing an insane amount of damage to everything. Thunder Wave, cool. What is Fire Punch 4 on my team? Excadrill? Why am I fully parried every time? Every time! Except for when I killed the Lurantis. That was the only time I haven't been full parried. 3 out of 4 times I think I've been full parried. Toxic damage is racking up though. I don't see a reason to not go for Calm Mind again. like, I'll keep boosting up my special attack to the point where Energy Ball on the Persian. Oh my god, what the fuck? Stop getting full parried! It's okay, so stored power is base 80 right now. Stored power is not going to kill this. I'm going to go for another Calm Mind. And this thing's toxic too. So, oh, Facade's going to hurt though. We are +1 defense though, so. Facade is going to hurt, but we have the Grassy Seed boost. So I should just recover, click recover, in case I get fully parried or whatever. And this thing's toxic anyway, so it has to have rest if it doesn't want to just die in a few turns. Ooh, it has Darkest Lariat as well. That goes through my defense boost. So if I get fully parried at any point, then I'm gonna lose Reuniclus. So do I want to preserve this? Honestly, I don't think I need to. I could also go into Thwacky. I don't think I need to preserve this though. I think it's just the smarter play to we'll just try to knock this out. Because another round of Toxic isn't gonna kill. I don't want to play around with any more pairs. We'll just try to knock this out. That did less. We do break through. We are at +2 Spadef, so I still don't think anything on his team can knock us out. It would have been nice if we had gone for recover there, but it is what it is. I don't want to play around with full pairs. I'd rather just take my KOs when I can. Depending on... Like, this is just a game of luck at this point. If we don't get full parried the rest of the game, we should be able to win. Oh, he went for Parting Shot as well, so I'm actually only at +1. Yeah, I forgot. So I took a drop, special attack drop from Parting Shot. So I think I'm only at +1 special attack right now. Give him a choke. Okay, I kind of just want to hit this. But I also just want to recover. I kind of want to, yeah, like, knock off, that doesn't really shit. Like, if I get fully parried, then I lose this thing no matter what, so it doesn't really matter what move I go for. I'll go for Sword Power now. Just to, because this thing could be pretty bulky. Okay, I'll go for recover on the next turn. Is that like 6? That's like 5 or 6 full pairs. 100 down to 56, so we actually could take another one. I'm gonna switch out into the Persian. Yeah. Okay. Okay, he can Parting Shot, but I'll just click Energy Ball, or I could click Calm Mind. Honestly, I kind of like going for Calm Mind. No, I'll just Energy Ball. I should not waste too much time thinking about these plays, to be honest, because it's possible that he could just continuously cycle Persian into Parting Shot and try to timer stall me, and my timer is lower than his. He does have a female trainer, but I'm pretty sure he is a dude. Okay, go for another Calm Mind. See, I'm boosting the power of stored power ever so slightly by going for Calm Minds. Come on, man. That was probably a misplay. I should have, after getting full paired the last turn, I should have recovered. But at least have a little bit of damage off against this Machoke. I still think I'm in an okay position even if this Reuniclus goes down. Okay, this thing comes out again. I clicked recover this turn though. I think the correct play into this thing is to click Calm Mind. Yeah, because he drops my special attack, I boost it up to where it was, and then I get an extra 20 base power points in special defense for stored power. So the correct play when Persian is on the field is to click Calm Mind unless I am low enough where I need to recover. And everything else I'm just gonna attack. So I think this should KO Machoke. Nice. We're also boosted our Spadef. I think we're either +3 or +4, so Volcanion shouldn't be able to do anything to us. Info. What's our boost? We're +4 Spadef. So stored power is 140 base power right now at +1 special attack. I'm cool just going for Energy Ball now. Okay, good. That was the right play because he went Work Up. Cool. We break through Paralysis. This might. Yeah, and I didn't think it was quite going to be quite strong enough to KO. I'll just go for it again, I guess. Try to get rid of this annoying thing that outspeeds my entire team. So we've seen Work Up, Knock Off, Parting Shot. The last move I don't know. Even that does pitiful damage. We'll take another one. Persian's down. I think I'll try to recover on whatever comes in here. So this is 5 KOs for Reuniclus if everything goes right here. I may not need to recover again if I get this one off. I may just be able to finish up the game from there. There is the chance he gets a crit though. We take another one regardless. Regardless of getting full parried there. So Sword Power is the play now. This should KO Volcanion. Nice. And last is going to be the Uxie, which is toxic and will die eventually. It cannot stay on the field forever, no matter what happens here. Yeah, so GG to Gokey. I do not understand the team that you brought. I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't understand this team. Play rough on Yuxi. Wow. Okay, so this team just was like not serious whatsoever. He might honestly be thinking that, now if I'm correct and he's like really far down in the standings, he might just be thinking I'm gonna bring a bunch of ridiculous shit that makes no sense because I'm already out of playoffs anyway. That might be what he's thinking. But regardless, I will take the 6-0. Gladly, I will take the 6-0. We get fully parried for the 7th time. I'm going to say it was 7. I don't know the exact number. It was either 6, 7, or 8. Somewhere around there. That's 8! 8 full paras! But it doesn't matter, because he couldn't kill Reuniclus, even with the full paras. Down goes the Yuxi to Toxic. That's a 6-0 win for the Gligars, 5 kills for Reuniclus, and 1 kill for Alolan Ninetales. Yeah, I don't know what this game was, but my team got completely fucking decimated by Lycanroc-Dusk. He doesn't even bring... His 3 main offensive mons are Lycanroc-Dusk, Aegislash. Aegislash can be seen as both, I guess. And Nidoking. He didn't bring any offense. He didn't bring any offense. He didn't bring Taunt on anything. He just did not prep for Reuniclus at all. Yeah. He just didn't prep for Reuniclus. That's basically what happened. Yeah. Like, if you do not prep for Reuniclus, it will 6-0. It will 6-0 you without even trying. Let this game be example. Be an example. You cannot take Reuniclus for granted. Yeah, that's really all that I can say about this game. So, GG to Gokey. Go check out his channel. Link will be in the description, of course. Next week, geez, who are we facing next week? I never know who we're facing these days. I can pull it up on my computer to find out and keep the viewers informed. We were playing the Townsville Tyrannitars and Razorclaw, who we actually have faced once before in Showdown tournament, and he did beat me, so I'm going to try to get my revenge on Mr. Razorclaw next week. I think he's having a good season too. He should definitely be in a playoff position. So if you enjoyed this game, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more Draft League battles. We'll see you next Friday for the Week 8 battle.